Hi folks, this is Tim Graham of Photo Restorations by Tim G, and today I'm going to show you how to install the free Gramps genealogy software on your Windows computer. And to do this, first we're going to visit the Gramps website, http://gramps-project.org. Then we're going to download and run the installer, and I'm going to show you this in each of the three major browsers. The idea is the same for all of them, but the layout's a little different. After that, we're going to start the Gramps program and create our first person. I'm going to show you how to install the useful add-ons, and then I'll say a few things about cleaning up and uninstalling. Not that you would ever uninstall this program, it's so great, but I'll say a few things about that. Well, let's get started. First thing you want to do to download the Gramps software is visit the Gramps website. And that's going to be at gramps-project.org. And you can see on the upper right of the web page there's a download icon. Click on that. Now, if you're downloading this for your Windows computer, you see two options. One is for 32-bit computers, one is for 64-bit computers. 32-bit version of this software will send you version 4.1.2 of Gramps. 64-bit version will send you version 3.4.8. So I would recommend downloading the later version of the software, even if your computer is 64-bit. I'm sure shortly they will update the 64-bit installer, but for now, just go with 32-bit, even if you have a 64-bit computer. And if you're not sure whether your computer is 32-bit or 64-bit, go with 32-bit anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this. This will take me to the actual download page. And you may see some download buttons in advertising. Don't worry about those. All you need to worry about is this here. Your download will start in 3, 2, 1, 0 seconds. Once this counter counts down, you will see at the bottom of your screen options to save or run the installer. And we're going to choose run. Okay, and this will take a couple minutes, 2, 3, maybe 4 minutes, depending on your situation. In the meantime, I'm going to show you what this looks like in the other browsers. So, next up, I'm going to show you Chrome. Chrome looks like this. And I will visit the Gramps website, gramps-project.org. Download link is in the upper right. Click on Windows Installer. You will see your download will start shortly. 3, 2, 1, 0. Now in Chrome, your download takes the form of a button in the lower left corner. This wheel will color in green, and once that wheel is completely colored in, this will turn into a button. Once you see that button, you go ahead and click on it, and a window will appear inviting you to run the software. That's how you go about it in Google Chrome. And one more that I'm going to show you is Firefox. So I'm going to cancel this download, close Chrome, open Firefox. You can see our Internet Explorer download is almost finished. So here's the Firefox software. Visit the website, Gramps-project.org. project.org. The link is at the upper right. Click on Windows 32 Installer. Wait for the countdown. And you will see that in Firefox, the download meter is in the upper right corner. After you choose Save File, you will see the download progressing here in the upper right. If you'd like to see the progress of this, go ahead and click on that meter and you will see more detail. Once this green bar goes all the way across, this too will become a button. And if you want to launch the installer, all you have to do is click that button after the download has completed. Okay, so now that you've seen how to do this in each of the browsers, I'm going to return to Internet Explorer, since that download is already finished. And you'll see a message. Once this is downloaded, it'll warn you that the publisher couldn't be verified. Don't worry about that. Just go ahead and click Run. Windows will have you confirm that you will be making changes to your computer. Go ahead and click Yes. And you will see the start of the Gramps installer. Now we're finished here with the web browser, so I'm just going to go ahead and close that. And we're left with the Gramps installer. To install this software, all you need to do is accept the defaults. Start by clicking Next. Here's a license agreement. Agree to continue. Install this for everyone using your computer. Destination folder. There's no need to change it. Click Install. And then you will see the install beginning. This installation takes quite a long time, between 35 and 40 minutes on my computer. Your mileage may vary if your computer is better than mine. But be prepared to spend a lot of time with this. This will be a good time for you to make yourself a cup of coffee, go on Facebook, go out for a walk, go through your genealogy notes. This will take a little while, so be patient with it. I'm going to pause the video, and when we return, we'll continue with the installation. Okay, yeah, it'll take about 30 to 40 minutes depending on the speed of your computer. When you return, you will see installation complete. The word completed will be down here, and you'll see setup was completed successfully. As this installs, this green bar will travel all the way to the right, but then the installation will keep going. So wait until this says completed at the bottom. Setup was completed successfully. Then you can proceed to the next step of the installation, which is the end of it. This screen allows you to run Gramps directly from the installer. I'm not going to do that because I just want to show you where to find that file in your start menu or on your desktop. So I'm just going to finish this up. Have a look at the desktop. We now have 3 additional icons. Only one of which you'll actually use. That would be the first one up here. This is also available in your start menu. You can click on all programs to find it, or you can just type the word Gramps down here in the search. So if I type Gramps here, you'll see it. And the first one, the one without the word after it, that's the one you're going to want to use. For us, I'll just show you how to double click on this to start it, or you can right click and choose open. Now I want to warn you, when you start this program, especially for the first time, it takes a very long time to load, because as it's loading for the first time, it's also creating a lot of user files. So don't go back into the menu and try to start it again, and don't double click this again. It will take a while. Just be patient and it will load eventually. And while we're waiting for that, maybe I can show you that you can delete these other two icons. Most people will not use these. These are for advanced users. If you do need these, they're available for you in the start menu. So I'll just highlight those and press delete on my keyboard. Yes, let's send those to the recycle bin. So we have only one icon now. And like I said, if you go into your start menu, these are still here for you if you want to experiment with those, but most of the time you won't be using those. Okay, so we're just waiting patiently for the program to launch. I said it takes a while depending on the speed of your computer. And the software is creating many user files for its first run. And other times when you try to open this program, it will open slowly as well, but the first time is going to be the longest. Okay, so here we are. This is the first load of the program. The first thing it has you do is create a family tree. Now this is a blank space for you to add your families. Just start by clicking New. It will create a tree for you. You can name it. I will name this the Gram Family Tree, and I will press Enter. Now you have a tree, and you can load it. Might take a couple more moments. And that's about it. I'm going to maximize this. And I'm going to create my first person. If you go to charts, you'll see nobody here. This is blank. So to get started, click on people. And from people, you will see at the top of the screen, there will be many controls. One of them is a plus sign. That's what you'll use to add your first person. And I'm just going to add myself right here. Given, Tim, surname, Gram. And there's many other things to do here, but I'll save those for another video. And click OK. If the program does not know how to assign the gender to this person, it will ask you. And there I am, first person in the tree. Now, if I click on myself to select myself, I can then view myself in the chart. There I am. And I can add people from the chart by right-clicking. Add a new person here, or you can edit existing people by right-clicking and choosing Edit. That returns you to the person editor. Good. So we've installed the software. We've created a first person. I want to show you how to install these add-ons because they're quite useful and they don't come naturally with the software. So we can expand the functionality of the software by installing add-ons. So to do that, I'm going to click on Edit, Preferences. And some of the preferences down here are in references to add-ons. I'm going to choose New and Updated Add-ons and check to install. these new add-ons. So you're going to see a list. Okay. Two of the add-ons that I use most frequently are the graph view and the census gramplet. Okay. But I would just go ahead and recommend that you select all of these. Just select everything. That way you know which ones you like, which ones you'll use, which ones you won't. And there's a lot of them. So this expands the functionality of the software quite dramatically. Once you've selected them all, go ahead and click Install. Install selected add-ons. And this takes a little while. Not as long as it takes to install the actual software, but it's not instantaneous. Okay, this is almost through. Good, 68 add-ons were installed. You need to restart Gramps to see new views. So let's go ahead and do that. Close. Close your preferences. And I'm going to close the software. And once the software opens again, you will see new views installed, including the graph view, which is most useful for observing entire family units rather than just your ancestors. Again, it takes a little while to load, but subsequent loadings will not take as long as that initial loading. And here it is. This is the tree that we have just created. Let's load it. Let's view charts. And now we have some additional views up here. Okay, these were not there before. Graph view, very useful, and I'll get into that a little bit more in subsequent videos. But here I'll just show you. This is it. Now this will show you siblings, parents, whole family graph once this is all filled in, but it's not there when you first download the software. So you will have to go into your preferences to install this as an add-on. And that's it for the software today. Last thing I wanted to show you was a little bit of cleanup and then how to uninstall in case for some strange reason you wanted to do that. I want to close the software here and cleanup. I showed you a little bit of cleanup by removing these two icons, which are not quite necessary. You won't be using those so much that they need to be on the desktop. So you can delete those two icons. One more little bit of housekeeping you can do is delete the installation file, because you will not need that anymore. So if you go into your files, and if you know where that file went when it downloaded, mine goes into the downloads folder. You will see if that software has been downloaded here, you can delete it. Now, when I downloaded this from Internet Explorer and ran it, it ran from a temporary folder, so no copy of that file remained on my computer when I was done. But if you're downloading from Chrome or Firefox, it may be that the file has remained behind here in your downloads folder. So you can download that. It's Gramps AIO, and you don't need that anymore to run your program. I happen not to have it in here because I went through Internet Explorer, but should you see in here that you have downloaded the file to your downloads folder, you can delete that and spare yourself that little bit of disk space. I want to close this. And last thing I want to show you is uninstallation. You can do that through your computer's control panel. Under here, there's an option called uninstall a program. Now I'm a few steps back. I'm on Windows 7 still, so if you're on Windows 8 or later, there may be another way to get into this, but for us today, I'll just show you the Windows 7 way. Here it is in the list of files. You just go ahead and click on the file, Gramps AIO, and uninstall. It will confirm for you that you really want to uninstall. So I don't really want to uninstall this, so I'm going to cancel, but this is where you would do it if you no longer wanted this software on your computer. So I'm going to cancel that, close my control panel, and bid you farewell. Thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next video.